Hi, I'm librarian Becca Cooling, and I'm going to show you how to make an edit on Wikipedia. So I'm going to edit the Wikipedia article for the Black Panther Party, and that's because in my readings about the Black Panthers, I discovered that they were collaborators with the Gay Liberation Movement, which was a gay rights organization in the 1970s. And there's not much in this article about that, so I think that that's a good place for me to add some content. So this is the article that I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to be editing this section specifically. So after we've read the Wikipedia article, how do we find information to add to the Wikipedia article to improve it and expand its coverage? Well, we need to do some research to find some quality sources that we can use. In your assignment here, in the grading rubric for sources, it says that most sources should be the best available out there, right? And that they should be appropriate for the discipline or the genre of history. And an incomplete would be that the article uses unreliable internet sources. So we want to use these kinds of sources, right? We want to use academic databases like JSTOR and ProQuest. We want to use reputable newspapers like the New York Times, BBC, reputable media outlets, and academic journals, Journal of Contemporary History, for example, and books. These are good quality secondary sources. We don't want to use things like this, right? Tabloids, blogs, self-published websites, conspiracy sites. So I recommend that instead of just jumping to Google for this, you start at OneSearch, which is the GCC Library's search tool for searching across the library's collection of books, ebooks, articles, and more. I'm just going to enter my search terms here. Black Panther Party, Gay Liberation, and hit the magnifying glass to search. I'm getting a variety of types of information here, right? Articles, books, etc. This one looks good. I'm just kind of skimming the titles here, and the title of this article is "All of Us Are Unapprehended Felons, Gay Liberation, the Black Panther Party, and Intercommunal Efforts Against Police Brutality in the Bay Area." So it seems very relevant because it's about both the Gay Liberation Movement and the Black Panther Party. It's from the Journal of Social History, which is a peer-reviewed academic journal. So that sounds good. To get the article, I'm going to click on the title, and then I can click either one of these links, which will open up the article for me. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're going to read the abstract. So I'm looking for information in this article, which I could add to the Wikipedia article to improve its quality. So it says, this article shows how the path of the gay liberation movement in the Bay Area was shaped by its relationship to the Black Panther Party. Previous scholarship has made frequent but brief mention of the connections between the two. So it goes on, and it says, perhaps the central issue of cooperation between gay liberation and the Black Panther Party, police brutality, has received little mention. Right? Emerging scholarship is seeking to place LGBT activists in the larger movement against police brutality, and understanding their relationship to the Panthers will be crucial in doing so. So that's what this article is about, and that detail is missing from the Wikipedia article, right? That the Black Panthers and that the gay liberation movement had a shared concern of police brutality. So that's what I'm going to focus on, and that's what I'm going to add to the Wikipedia article. Okay, so now I'm back in the Wikipedia article. I'm signed into my Wikipedia account so that I can edit. I'm going to scroll down to the section that I want to add my content to. So I know I've read this paragraph, and I know that the detail about police brutality fits in to this paragraph here at the end. So that's where I'm going to add it. But just so you know, when you're editing your article, it might be more appropriate to put your contribution like halfway through that paragraph or in the beginning, right? Because you just want to make what you're adding kind of blend in with what's already there. So I read that article from the Journal of Social History, and I put this in my own words. The Black Panther Party and the gay liberation movement shared common ground in their fight against police brutality. that is information that I got from the article from the Journal of Social History, but it's in my own words, which is important because you cannot plagiarize on Wikipedia, right? You shouldn't plagiarize on Wikipedia. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit edit. And I'm going to paste my sentence here. Okay. Now, the next thing that we need to do is add the citation, right? The citation to the Journal of Social History where we found this information. And that's what these other numbers, that's what these are. These are the references. So this is a link to the information, to the source where this person got that information. So you'll see in your Wikipedia project grading rubric, right, that every statement can be easily associated with a supporting reference. So that's what you want to do. Every statement that you write in Wikipedia should have a reference that supports it. And also that the references include a completely filled out citation template. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to put my cursor at the end of the sentence where I want the citation to appear. And I'm going to go up here to cite. And this is the citation template. And because I know that my source is a journal, I'm going to click this. But if it was a book or a newspaper article, you would click the appropriate form. So I'm going to click journal. And it's going to give me this form to fill out. So I have the article open in OneSearch, right? So I can just copy and paste these elements. The author last name, the author's first name, right? The date, 2019. The title, this is the title of the article. The URL, you can do that by going here to the permalink. I'm just going to copy it, but just know that this is, because it's a paid resource, not anyone on the internet can access this, right? So the URL is not going to work for everyone else, but you can include it there anyway. Oh, excuse me. We need the title of the Journal of Social History. The volume number, 52. The issue number is 3. So it doesn't actually ask for an issue number, but I like to include it. So I'm going to go to add more information, and I'm going to search for issue, and then it's going to give me that field to include issue 3, and then page numbers. So this is the page numbers for the entire article, not just the section that you got your information from. Okay, content deliverer, in this case, it was EBSCO, right? This is where it entered EBSCOhost. So you can include that if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, and then I'm going to say insert. And it's going to automatically generate the citation for me. From here, I can just, proofread it, make sure that it looks good. I think so. And when I'm ready to publish it, I'm going to go up to the right, say publish changes. Okay, and I'm just going to say, here you can summarize what you did. So adding information about police brutality. And a source, right? What you added. And then you're just going to hit publish changes. And then it will save your changes, and your changes will be on live Wikipedia. And I can go down here, right? I can click on my citation that I just added, and it's going to take me to that citation within the references section. So that's how I know that I've done it successfully. I hope you have fun working on this project, doing research and adding content to Wikipedia articles. For more information, you can refer to the Canvas guide. And of course, if you have any questions, you can contact Professor Crombeck, and you can contact myself as well. I'm listed as Rebecca Cooling in your Canvas course. You can message me directly in Canvas.